what came over you to go, you know what, I want to start taking photos of my sneakers?
Well, it's one thing to have nice sneakers, right?
Yeah.
And it's also another thing to put it on a platform to make it look good.
Yeah.
Like, not a diss on the other people that still take pictures with their phone cam, but come on, man, you got a good pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
You got a good pair. You got a nice outfit.
Yeah.
Why not go through the next effort of using a proper gear to present your stuff in a much nicer format?
Hey, what's up team, Tristan here, and today we're going to be talking about sneaker photography. And I'm no expert, so I have one of my friends to come and explain what it's all about. Let's have a look. Finally, my friend Derrick is here, also known as the Shoezen One. How do you pronounce it?
The Shoezen One, I guess. Yeah.
I want to see the Shoezen One because, you know, shoe.
Add one.
But how did you get that nickname, man?
It's a play on words, man. Really. I got a good friend. His handle on IG is the malicious one.
I thought you loved the Matrix so much that you like.
Yeah, I love Neo, but you know LeBron James, right? They call him the Chosen One as well.
Yeah.
So it was a play on my love for sneakers, basketball, and martial arts.
Yeah.
So show and then zen. So shoe, zen, and then one.
Yeah, I get it.
That's it.
And also, obviously, you love sneakers. Like, how long have you been collecting sneakers?
For as long as I can remember, probably since 1987. That's how old I am.
God damn, 1987. That's a long time, man. How many pairs have you got, or do you cycle them around?
I do cycle them around, but as of 5 years ago, I've stopped counting at 300. But
300. Where do you store these sneakers? Do you have like a storage somewhere?
I got a proper sneaker room, and they're everywhere in the house, wherever I could stick them. Like the laundry room, the cupboard. Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
And how often do you wear these sneakers, or they just get stored in for display?
I try to wear one new sneaker a day within the year, so that way at least 300 of them get cycled.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. And obviously there's a big sneaker group here in Australia.
Yep.
And what really here we go.
Yep, the kickstand. Yep.
What really interested me is the sneaker photography like culture.
Yeah, it has taken off quite a bit.
Yeah.
So from the days of taking a photo with the potato camera of your phone,
yeah,
now everyone's got the latest and bestest gear. So it's weird. So yeah, so now everyone's got their drones and stuff, taking pictures of their kicks.
Yep. How long have you been taking photos of your sneakers?
I've been taking photos since that's a good question actually. Probably 6 years ago. Yeah, from my Samsung S4.
Yep.
It took me a couple of years to migrate over to a proper camera.
Okay. So you started with your phone and then upgraded to an actual camera to take photos of this?
Yes.
It sounds serious, man.
I've been, I was getting bugged heap by my, hey, there you go again, malicious one. Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was originally the one who started taking pictures with a proper cam. And then he kept bugging me to migrate to a Olympus. Shout out to Olympus. So he was the one who wanted me to migrate to a proper cam. So finally took a dive, and wow, everything was much easier, much simpler. See, when I started with the Samsung S4, I had to find a way to trick the depth of field.
Yeah.
Because the old cameras only had one kind of lens.
Yeah, so everything's in focus pretty much most of the time.
Pretty much. So I had to figure out how to make Photoshop work for me. So when I migrated over to a proper camera, everything was much easier.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to trick the shot or edit the shot as much as I needed to in Photoshop.
Okay.
Shout out to Kicks Case. Yep. Sneaker bag for everything, man.
Yeah,
His
sick.
favorite sneaker bag. Anyway, let's get on to the Kicks.
Yep.
So the one that started it all for me back in 1987 was the great grandfather of this, the original Air Max 1 in white and red. Okay. Now back in the day, these were already expensive as. Okay. I used to walk by my school to my house and pass by this mall. Alright, and if you were in the Phils back then, it was called Vermont or Green Hills.
Yeah.
And they had boutique shops, and what these boutique shops would do is the owners would go to the US every week and buy from Nike. So back then we didn't have any Nikes or Foot Locker or the specialty shops in the Phils. And they would bring back these sneakers. And back then, all the sneakers had solid soles, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you can imagine a 13-year-old kid walking to a sneaker shop and then seeing this and it had holes. It felt super alien. Like my mind was blown. There wasn't even a term for that back in the day. And I lusted for the sneakers, but it was expensive back then. So all I did was drew pictures of him in my in the back of my notebooks. Anyway, this was the sneaker that started it all for me. So yep. And then obviously the second or third, depending on who the sneaker historian you'd like to believe, but the one that came after this was the Air Max 90s. So these ones are the recrafted ones that just came out, and boy, are they still beautiful to this day. So classic is an understated term for the sneaker. Another sneaker I'd like to show is obviously the one we just talked about. Is pretty much the one that started the whole sneaker craze in, I believe, in Australia. 2010, the OG version of the LeBron 8 South Beach. This is the one. This is the one that started the whole madness here in Australia. This is when sneakers became a mainstream hobby for everyone. So, hey, I got this from my Tito's. Shout out to my Tito's. Love you
Cool,
guys
man.
for this gift.
Awesome.
Yeah, obviously, second to the last, you gotta represent Kobe, man. Kobe, gotta represent the old Black Mamba, man. Rest in peace. Still love you to this day, man. These are his original Kobe 4 MLKs, Martin Luther King's, and man, they're beautiful. Purple, gold. Can't say enough, man. Lakers. Whew. And yeah, just my latest cop. Obviously we go back again to the Air Max 1. This is the latest collaboration between Nike and Prada, and this is the Air Max 1 Monarchs. So they changed it up a bit. So as you can see, the mudguard turned it into waves. So
Alright man, so let's talk about the gear. So what camera are you shooting with at the moment?
So I'm still using the original Olympus OMD EM1.
Yep. How long have you had this camera?
I would say about 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So when you were choosing a camera, what's so special about this camera and why do you like it so much?
Well, the cool thing about this camera is you can Wi-Fi the images straight to your phone in real time.
Yep.
So I don't need somebody else behind the camera clicking for me.
Yep.
I can exactly post the way I want to post just by looking at my phone,
Okay.
and then I can snap the picture I want. because everything is happening in real time.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about this camera.
Sweet. Well, I mean, it's doing everything you need to do, so you don't really need to upgrade, right?
No, not really, man. Not really.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, but I'm kind of jealous of your gear.
I want to know, so how did you start learning how to, because obviously everything's self-taught, right?
Yeah, I've had to learn everything on my own. Obviously, everything is in Google and in YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm curious, like say, obviously you, working the camera, you can find tutorials on YouTube and things like that.
Yeah.
How did you figure out how to like pose your feet and what angle to take it and things like that?
A lot of trial and error. Like I didn't know a thing about lighting, composition. I just had to meander things and put things out there and see what people like. And then from there I started to develop a sort of like a playbook. This is the pose people like, this is the ones that gets the most like, this is the angle that gets most like. So from there I started developing it every day.
Cool. I love how you putting it online for people to see, and it's almost like a poll or like a vote, like which is the most like, and then this is like the pose to do
pretty
it.
Much. You know, the funny thing is there'd be days where like I would think of a particular shot, a particular pose for 3 days.
Yep.
And then I'll put it up and there'll be no response. It'll be like crickets.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a shot where I'll just take 5 minutes just walking straight to my work from the parking lot, and that will just blow up. It's weird. So from there, I'll focus on that shot that blew up and I'll try to tweak it some more.
So you were telling me about how there's names for different poses.
Yeah, I do actually name my poses.
Yeah, so run us down with some of those names.
Yeah, sure. So the easiest one to do is called the side profile, and as the name implies, you're on your side. That's it. You're taking the side profile of the shoe.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, just a side profile. That's it.
Okay.
And focus your camera and snap it. There you
Nice.
go. Off your uncle. Now you can take this one a step further by putting your other foot behind, just to show a bit of the booty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there you go. So now you can see a bit of the Nike heel. Yep. So before it was like this, no Nike heel, just looks like a single shoe. Now you can see the booty of the other kicks.
Yep.
And then that takes it to another level. Now you can take this again to another level by tilting your camera in a technique called the Dutch tilt.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna tilt my camera for a sec. Yep. Ever so slight again. And again, we'll do the side profile and look at how much that changes the entire shot.
Okay. I see it.
And now it's more cinematic, in my opinion. So that was the side profile. That was the easiest one.
So tell us, man, what's the point of all this? Why are you doing all this?
Like I said before, man, I'm cataloging this for my grandkids and great-grandkids. But really, it's more of archiving my collection and sharing my passion to the world. There you go.
Sharing it with the world. That's also. What is your most valuable sneaker? For you?
It's in the bag. Do you want me to show it?
Yeah, we'll have a look.
All right.
All right, what's this one called, man?
All right, so it's the 2011 Jordan 1 Breds. So it's the band version with the X at the heel.
Yep.
Now, as you can tell, the leather on this thing is immaculate and premium. Now, it's going for,
I want to hear it.
at StockX, I believe a size 9 just went for, well, actually the asking is for 16,000 bucks.
What?
Yeah.
For this?
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. But at that time when I copped these, they were going for a fair bit as well.
Yeah.
So I had to sell off some of my mini grails, some of my Kobe collection to acquire this guy.
So this one you don't wear at all because it costs that much.
I wear it around the house.
Yeah.
Just pro tip, you gotta wear your kicks, right? You gotta let the glue feel the pressure from your foot so the glue can settle in. Otherwise, if you leave it for 5 to 10 years without being worn, the day you decide to wear it, the soles will just separate.
Right. So
there you go.
You gotta take it for a test drive now and then.
I mean, just wear it around your living room for 5 minutes or so, and you know, just for the glue to settle in and get used to pressure.
Nice. so there you have it, sneaker photography with the master right here, Mr. Shoezen One. Thank you for coming in and, you know, sharing the culture with us.
Yeah, no worries, man. Happy to do it, and I'm happy to be a guest at your amazing channel.
Also, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, I'm mostly active on my Instagram account, Shoezen One, Shoezen.1 to be exact. And I've just recently launched my YouTube channel with the same name, Shoezen One as well. So I would love for you guys to support me on both platforms. There are some stuff on my YouTube channel that you'll only see there. So I won't be posting them up on my Instagram account. So
Yeah, sick, man. All right, well, thanks for coming today.
Yeah, no
All
worries.
right, I'll see you guys next video.